Hey everyone, it's Jenn Foster here with Elite Online Publishing. And today we're going to talk about how you can write your book fast. So I don't know if you have been struggling to write your book, if you're looking to write a nonfiction book and talk about the things that you know inside your head. Well, it's really simple. So I'm here to talk to you about how you can get your book done fast. So what you can do is you can actually come up with an outline. And if you can download an app like Otter, Otter, you can download this app on your phone, or you can even use it on your desktop computer, and you can talk your book. This is how I have written almost all the books that I have completed. I think my very first book, we ended up recording video. I had a professional videographer come and guide me through videos, and we did the top 10 frequently asked questions and the top 10 should ask questions about my business. And then we took those videos and we uploaded them to otter.ai, and it transcribed them. So if you don't want to hire a videographer, all you need to do is just download the app and you can start recording, and it will transcribe your audio as you're talking. And then you can take that transcription and put it into a document and create your manuscript. So it does sound really easy. It is easy, but let me walk you through the steps so that you can get it done quickly. So the first step is going to be to download the app. Well, actually, it's to make an outline of your book. So the first step is to make an outline of your book. So what I like to do is that top 10 frequently asked questions. If you don't know your frequently asked questions or you need help writing them, ChatGPT is good helper, but I don't like to take the words from ChatGPT exactly. You want to change them to fit you and your needs and your business. It can help you with a little bit of a chapter outline, which is nice. Once you have your chapter outline, then you want to get your phone and you want to download the Otter app. So download the app on your phone, and then you just simply push record and start talking. And, if you need help, like if you need questions, that you can maybe have someone ask you the question and then you can say the answer, or ChatGPT can help with that on the outline. But you should know then the stuff you know about your business, and the most important is the stories, right? So what are the stories with that? So when we help people write their book with their frequent asked questions or their should ask questions, you want to talk about like 2 or 3 stories that are inside that. Like if you have a question and an answer, then it's like, what's an example of that? Whether it's a story that happened to you or a story that happened to someone else, then you can reiterate that point or tell the lesson or the value of what you're talking about. But that is how I've written all of my books. So of course, after it's transcribed, then you want to move it to either Microsoft Docs. I like either or. I use them both. If you struggle with grammar and spelling, you can download or subscribe to Grammarly. And they actually have that built in right in Google Docs, which is really nice. And of course, you don't want to accept everything that it suggests, because sometimes it's not correct or doesn't like what you wanted to say. So you still want to keep your voice, especially if you have a Southern drawl, or if you have, like I'm from Wyoming, so I say certain, you want to keep it your voice. But then you can edit it, and then you have your manuscript. Then you'll want to read through it and have multiple drafts and edits and add more story and add more the holes where the things are missing. Of course, once you have your final draft, then of course you want to hire an editor or ghostwriter or someone, a book coach or someone who can help you to make that book amazing. And so you want to give it to that editor so they can go through it and they can give you their tips, their points, their suggestions, add more where the holes are. And then once you have that final edit of your manuscript, then you want to get beta readers. And when you get beta readers, that's like 4 or 5 people who are going to read your book and give you feedback. Now, there's a lot of questionnaires out there. There's some editors who have really good questions for beta readers. You can look up or ask ChatGPT what are some good questions for beta readers. But your beta readers should have kind of like a guideline before they read your book. Then they read your book, and then they have questions that they answer at the end, and then they can give you that feedback. So having that structure, that format really helps so that you can have a really good manuscript. And then of course, you and the editor can decide on those suggestions if you apply them or not. and discuss that and decide if you want to add that into the book or take things out or whatever they suggested, because they might not always be what you want, right? So you just got to kind of take the constructive criticism and decide apply it or not. Then your book will be ready for publishing. So that is how you write your book fast. That's how I wrote almost all my books, is by them. And if you want to do it too and you want to publish your book, you can just download that Otter app, get started today, and take that action and start writing your book. It might take you 3 days. It might take you a month. It might 3 months. It might take you a year. It just depends on how long you want to spend writing your book. I know one of our friends, Mike, he wrote his book in 3 days. He allocated 2 or 3 hours every single day for 3 days in a row. And he just had the outline ready, talked his whole entire book, and then sent it off to the editor to do. So if you don't have time to go through the transcription and write it yourself, you can easily hire a ghostwriter. We have a bunch of ghostwriters and editors that we refer people to. And so you can contact us and we can refer you to an editor as well. But if you'd like to publish your book, you can go to our website at eliteonlinepublishing.com. We help people to self-publish their book. They get to keep all the rights and royalties. So check us out. You can fill out the author submission button and we can help you get your book to bestseller. Talk to you soon. This has been Jenn Foster with Elite Online Publishing.